Hi everybody, it's Women Crush Wednesday, which means it's Women Composers Wednesday here at the Quiet Corner Music Studio. I am so excited to start this weekly series where I'm going to talk to you about who these women are, how hard they had to fight to get into music, and the amazing body of repertoire that they've left for us that belongs in every concert hall. We're going to start today by talking about Ethel Smyth, a British composer born in 1858. In addition to being a powerhouse composer, she was also a British suffragette who was even arrested for her involvement with the movement. You can see her depicted in this poster from the series by Music Theory Examples by Women Composers. I recommend you check them out at mtew.org. Let's start talking about Ethel Smyth. Despite being interested in literature and music from a young age, Ethel Smyth was very actively discouraged from pursuing music by her father. Despite this, she started taking music lessons when she was 17 and then enrolled in the Leipzig Conservatory. She only stayed at the conservatory for a year because she was disappointed in that she wasn't learning what she wanted to learn. But during this time, she was interacting with Tchaikovsky and Grieg and Dvorak and Clara Schumann and Brahms. If you go to YouTube, there's a recording where Ethel Smyth very candidly relives her interactions with Brahms. In the end, she concludes that for the genius he was, he probably could have been far worse. Ethel Smyth loved the music of Brahms and kind of liked him, and you can hear it in her substantial body of work. The repertoire we have from Ethel Smyth includes works for piano, voice, chamber music, orchestra, and even operas, the first of which, Der Wald, was the only opera by a woman composer played by the Met Opera in New York in an over 100-year span. Despite her great music, she was met with biased criticism during her entire career. When she wrote big, bold, brassy, powerful music, she was mocked for not being feminine enough. But then when she wrote beautiful, subtle, nuanced music, she was told that she wasn't keeping up with her male competitors. Nonetheless, Ethel Smyth has left us with a vast collection of work that rivals Brahms, Schubert, Schumann, and the other Romantic composers. In 1910, Ethel Smyth put her music career on hold for a few years to join the suffrage movement. In 1912, she was one of about 100 women who was arrested for following Emmeline Pankhurst's call to throw stones through the windows of politicians who wanted to continue to deny women the right to vote. While in prison, she conducted a performance by frantically flailing a toothbrush of her 1911 composition, The March of the Women, which became an anthem for suffragettes. We can also see a picture from May 1913 where Emmeline Pankhurst is being re-arrested. Miss Pankhurst is weak and faint from her hunger strike, and we can see Ethel Smyth both supporting the entire weight of Miss Pankhurst and holding an umbrella to keep her cool in the shade. In addition to being a powerhouse composer, Ethel Smyth was a very significant suffragette and a feminist icon. In 1922, Ethel Smyth made history yet again by becoming the first women composer to be named a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire for her work in music and literature. Dame Smyth was also awarded honorary doctorates in music from the universities of Oxford and Durham. She died at the age of 86 in 1944 and left behind an incredible lineup of music that deserves to be played for so many reasons. In addition to just being amazing music, a lot of it is public domain, and most of it is very accessible to performers at all levels. If you go to the link in my bio, you'll see that I have shared some links to recordings and in some cases sheet music of some of the pieces I think could be programmed really well. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next Wednesday for another round of Women Crush Wednesday, Women Composer Wednesday.